Luge is the French word for sledge, and like bobsleigh, it was developed as a sport in Switzerland. Its roots go back to the 16th century, but it was not until 300 years later that the first luge tracks were built by Swiss hotel owners to cater for the thrill seeking tourists. The first international racecourse was held in Davos in 1883, with competitors racing along an icy 4-kilometer road between Davos and the village of Klosters. Luge is one of the oldest winter sports. It involves competitors lying on their backs on a tiny sled with their feet stretched out in front of them and racing down an icy track at the speeds in the range of 140 km per hour without brakes. As well as for the singles, there is a pairs event with the larger of the two team members lying on top for better aerodynamics. It was not until 1955 that the first World Championship was organized, that is, 41 years after the first European Championships. 9 years later, in 1964,
It's 17:30.
Luge made its Olympic debut at the Innsbruck Games with a mixed event, a men's event, and a women's event. The program has not changed since then. Since 1976, the sport has taken place on the same track as bobsleigh. The discipline was dominated by the East Germans, who won 15 out of the 21 gold medals available between 1964 and 1988. One of the undisputed masters of luge game is a German, George Hackl, who won gold 3 times consecutively in 1994 in Lillehammer, in 1998 in Nagano, and 2002 in Salt Lake City. Meet Shiva Keshavan, India's fastest man on ice, and he explains what life on a luge sled is like. This video is a brief introduction to the Olympian and to luging as a sport, little known to most of the people in India. Nobody expected to see somebody from India. Everybody thinks India is a tropical country until you tell them of the Himalayas, says Keshavan in the video. Describing luging as a dangerous mix of speed and danger, he reveals his approach to the adventurous sport. And judging by the video, crashing your sled doesn't look like much fun. According to Keshavan, it feels a lot like being in a washing machine.